Grandpa and Grandma Bellman, my other extended, loving relatives, and the best friend I could ever ask for, Abigail Gutierrez. Also, I have so much thanks for the absolutely phenomenal teachers and friends I have invited here today. I agree with Meryl Streep when she says, "Every single decision I make about what material I do, what I'm putting out in the world, is because of my family." To my teachers, I don't know if you will ever understand the impact you have had on me. I have been inspired by my teachers ranging from my kindergarten teacher who taught me to read up to my high school teachers who have taught me intense subjects while instilling in me a strong work ethic which will help me through the rest of my life. I would never have achieved this honor without the support of my teachers and my family. My parents have always taught me that life is a race. We all begin at the starting line, but we always have to remember, it's not a sprint. Jesse Owens once said, "The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourself, the inevitable, invisible battles inside all of us, that's where it's at." I don't think that Jesse Owens meant that gold medals and awards don't matter, but that they just aren't as important as the higher cause of fighting through our inner conflicts. Within all of us, these conflicts rage, but the most important thing we can do in our lives is resolve them. Not only is this self-review the most important act of our lives, but the most courageous. What is scarier than taking a good, hard, honest look at yourself? There are many terrifying things that you could find. We all have something inside that we aren't ready to acknowledge. However, as playwright August Wilson once said, confront the dark parts of yourself and work to banish them with illumination and forgiveness. Your willingness to wrestle with your demons will cause your angels to sing. Use the pain as fuel, as a reminder of your strength. We are all stronger than we or anyone else knows. If we limit ourselves to the strength and courage with which we are labeled, we will never achieve the greatness of which we are capable. There may be nothing for which human beings are more famous than generally undervaluing themselves and each other. That is why, when our inner voice tells us we are incapable of something, we should very rarely believe it. Of course, as comedy writer Dave Barry said, I realize that I'm generalizing here, but as is often the case when I generalize, I don't really care. You have to have courage. And as one of the strongest women in history, Amelia Earhart once said, courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. In most practical cases, our inner voice is a voice against this courage. Probably a hardwired part of human personality which protects against the consequences of taking risks. It is a good thing to be protected from many consequences, but sometimes certain of these consequences must be suffered through to reach greatness. This is best summarized by Catherine Mansfield when she says, risk anything, care no more for the opinion of others, for those voices, do the hardest thing on earth for you. Act for yourself. Face the truth. The time in our lives and the world that we are about to enter probably won't accept us with loving arms. It's going to be hard. Yet I look at all of the faces sitting here, the faces of people I've come to know, and I see people who are ready for adversity. I see people who are ready to step into the world and step into their lives. I know that all of us are finally coming to the point in our lives where we must look into our hearts and see what is there. I hope that we can all come to terms with what we find. But believe in the words of John Lennon. You don't need anybody to tell you who you are or what you are. You are what you are. If I may be so bold as to offer my peers advice, I would tell you that this is the time to take risks. Until now, we have been sheltered, some of us less than others, but still we were all protected from many of the risks and in the same light, many of the chances available to us. Since we are about to leave these shelters, I urge all of you to try new things and open your arms to the wonders of life and these new opportunities. The only thing I can see that we should avoid in this new world is becoming complacent. I don't want us to take a new opportunity and never reach out for even more. Because as Stevie Nicks once said, if you see somebody running down the street naked every single day, eventually you will stop looking up. Because while this new world we will come to know will seem a little strange, a little dark at first, we all will find comfort in the wonderful people we will meet and come to love. Love will become the force that will keep us strong, that will help us know the courage we don't yet recognize within ourselves. I do not speak of romantic love, but of agape, the love of mankind which includes self-love, love between peers, and love for all humanity. We love our friends now, and we love the people who, like ourselves, live in this very small corner of the earth. Soon we will come to love new, sometimes maybe even better friends. And we will come to love the people who will share our new lives and experiences in some way or another. In the end, I applaud my fellow classmates for the successes they've had and will continue to have. I hope you will all come to terms with yourselves, and I know many of you will find yourselves worthy. I hope that you will all take the advice I have given, for it comes from a good and honest place. I wish upon you all the courage and happiness that each of you deserve. Jimmy Page once said, "I always believed in the music we made, that's why it was uncompromising." I know that as long as all of you believe in what you are doing and who you want to be, you will be strong, no matter what the man may tell you. To leave you with some parting words from my favorite movie, Say Anything. To be honest, I have all the hope and ambition in the world. But when I think about the future, the truth is, I am really scared. Thank you again for being here and for listening to what I have to say.